Hello everyone, Jolene here from Chill Lifestyle. So this is your yes or no pick a card reading. I had put stones on there and then I decided no. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a bit of a trinket. And I haven't chosen them. I thought I would choose them while you are watching. You can decide, maybe you can look at the piles in the meantime, you know, before I put the trinkets on, while you decide your piles. If you hear a bit of noise in the background, it's the washing machine, and if you hear me sniffing, I do apologize. I have got allergies, seasonal allergies. Yay, what fun. Anyway, let's choose a trinket for pile number 1, please, Spirit. Pile number 1. So if you are looking at pile number 1 right now and thinking this is your pile, let's see if the trinket makes a difference. We have got a horse or a stallion. Let me bring it up close so you can actually see it. See, it's a beautiful little golden horse. Okay, you maybe you're born in a horse year, or maybe you just really love horses, or maybe you want to get up and gallop somewhere. Okay, let's choose. If you've been staring at pile number 2, let's see if the trinket will help. Pile number 2, I have got, they are angel wings. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see if you are interested or want to have an answer for pile number 3. What do we have? Pile number 3. Wow. So it's a little spider. I don't know if you can even see that. It's a little spider on a spider web. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, spider in a spider web. Interesting. And if you've got your eye on pile number 4, I mean, you know, we've got a spade. Maybe digging for the truth, or, you know, spade is a spade, you know, people digging for something, digging up information. Maybe you're looking for something you need to dig up information on. I don't know. But anyway, those are the trinkets that I have for each pile. And yeah, so maybe one of the piles stood out to you. Maybe the trinket doesn't make a difference to you. Maybe you like one of the trinkets. Maybe, so again, pile number 1 with a horse. The horse could represent travel. It could represent galloping. I mean, this horse is galloping. So going somewhere fast, a fast journey, or maybe, like I say, you love horses. Pile number 2, we've got angel wings, and maybe you are needing angelic advice, and see if you can get the advice from this pile. Pile number 3 is the spider web. You may be feeling like, so this could do with the internet, or feeling like you're caught in someone's web, or someone's caught in your web. Again, these don't have to really, you know, they might not really mean much to you. Maybe you just like a pile. And then pile number 4, like I said, with the spade. So stop, pause, zoom in if you need to, think about it, ask your question first. That's the most clearest intention you can have. My intention is to know about, boom, I need a yes or no answer to this one. If you've got too many, it might be confusing. And then, like I say, look at the trinkets, and then we'll get into your reading. Right, welcome to those of you who chose either the horse or pile number 1. So then, again, the horse, if you skip the intro, the horse to me represents taking charge. This horse is galloping, it's not even trotting, so fast information, fast journeys, moving fast, something's going fast. Okay, so this could be because of a new job, a new love, a new project, a new home, prize or a gift, perhaps winning a prize or a gift. Maybe you win a prize to travel. For some of you, there's some kind of partnership coming up here. It could be a friendship, meeting new people, or maybe you're asking if you should invest in a partnership, a friendship, something. Or you could just be celebrating, again, a small win. Recovering, time out, recuperation. Yeah, so I kind of feel like you're needing some time to rest. Maybe, again, you know, you needing to win a competition, or you're wanting to win a prize because you need some time to rest. You feel defeated. Okay, you feel defeated, or maybe you were dealing with a bit of a bully or someone who kind of deceived you, and you just want to move, you want to travel, you want to move away, move on, change direction, you want to put your past behind you. I do feel like, again, there's perhaps a theft or betrayal, or self-esteem that was the problem in a situation, and you feel defeated because you allowed someone. At the end of the day, we do allow them to do so. You know, you can only give your power to someone who you give your power to, you know, otherwise they don't have the power over you. But someone definitely had the power over you in order to take away your self-esteem, or in order to defeat you or betray you, because, well, you believed in them and you didn't see the red flags. You didn't want to see the red flags, okay? And I do feel like, again, there is some kind of fast movement happening in your life, and it's going to be a wish fulfillment, pile number one. It doesn't matter what the answer to the question is, but there is a wish fulfillment that's happening with some kind of union. It could be a friendship that's really great for you, or a partnership, or a home. I mean, it's something that's quite mutual for your attraction. So it's something you've attracted, that's like attracts like kind of thing, whatever this is for you. And it's something that does fulfill you financially, emotionally, kind of on all levels. You might have some kind of family business, or again, partnership, or just some happy family times ahead. It could also just be something you invest in could end up being quite solid. And it could be love for some of you, with a very passionate person, and it could be, you know, needing some kind of lawyer or an advisor. So this could be an outside person that might help facilitate something. So if it's house move, or a win, or even for some of you, an inheritance, needing a lawyer or something, okay? The answer to your question, however, it is a no. I am going to get more cards because I'm not really too sure, because you see, again, sometimes there's something blocking, so that's why it's a no. If you have not already moved on from a deceptive situation, okay, so this is you deceiving yourself, believing that something can't happen, so it doesn't, choosing the opposite to what your heart wants, fighting with people, then you are sabotaging to make this a yes, because it's the only thing that I can feel that could possibly be stopping you, because the cards talk about moving on, putting your past behind you. So the answer to your question, to me, depends on the question, obviously. If there's a choice between two different people, choose the one that's aligned with your wish fulfillment, okay? Let me get more cards, because I can't really, because I don't see, other than some huge betrayal, like almost standing in the way here, I don't see negative. So let me ask the cards. For pile number one, why is this a no? Why is this a no, or is it just a not now? Hermit card, 6 of Wands. Okay, so that's interesting. But now this is the interesting part, is what's happening behind the scenes. Right now you've gone within to gain the knowledge. Maybe you've been gaining knowledge, watching tarot reading after tarot reading, or watching different videos, learning, gaining knowledge in life, yourself, trying to find that light within. Okay, the Hermit card, he's a very wise old man, and he knows his inner light. He is very attuned to his inner light. You will gain victory, pile number one. But the interesting thing is, these are behind the scenes cards. There is something very toxic in your way. Okay, it is very toxic. So again, this is a mindset. I'm not good enough. My self-esteem's too low. This person will never go out with me. I'm not rich enough, no one would want me, because someone has left you feeling defeated. I don't have enough, I'll never have this, or this is a person. Okay, each one of you is in a different situation. This devil either is a mindset that is not allowing you to go towards a wish fulfillment, or asking someone out, or taking that leap of faith, or winning that prize, or there's actually a person that's in your way and you need to leave. Okay, if you cannot leave for some unknown reason, you know, this person lives with you, or they're financially dependent on you, Then the Temperance card says that you have to try to find the peace and harmony within your situation. It's one of those things, like if you cannot leave, so this is your parents, for example, and you're a child, you can't leave, then you have to find that temperance within. You have to fight the negativity, the devil within, because it is blocking you from what you are wanting. I feel like you are too much in your head with this card here. You need to play a little bit more of the devil's advocate is what I'm getting here as well, because this is the lawyer of the deck. He is the scientist, the lawyer, the factual kind of person. I only live off facts. I don't live off emotions. I don't live off my intuition. If it does not come to me in my facts, it does not exist. Okay? Then this tells me that you are battling because of the fact that you are pulled into that there. So yeah, this is a bit of a longer one, pile number one. I don't normally go this long into a pile, but I feel like you don't realize that until you search. You see, the Nine of Cups is the cup that's missing. There's only 8 cups here, so something in your life is missing, and you're searching, and I feel like the 9th cup is on the other end of that search, but you are having this in the way. So this is either a person or a mindset. It's up to you, or some kind of, so a mindset can be you're addicted to porn, or you're addicted to drugs, or you're addicted to alcohol, or you're addicted to negativity, negative mindset, or negative people, or you're attached in this situation to a toxic couple, toxic person. Okay, so it's either a mindset or it's an actual person you're tied and bound to that's not allowing you to get that 9th cup. So the answer is no, at least for now. Okay, thank you and goodbye. Hello, if you chose the angel wings or pile number 2, then this is your reading. Pile number 2, I feel like you are going to get some kind of truth. Okay, now this truth may come in the sense of someone coming forward with the truth, or having this aha moment of all of a sudden realizing, a flash of insight. Okay, something that you need, some kind of realization. There's been some kind of delay. There's waiting for a signal to move, or waiting for things to get improved. There is some kind of pain that's standing in your way, or some kind of painful situation that you are dealing with. Emotionally, you may be feeling a little bit depressed, or a low-level depression. And you're feeling like you're just dealing with constant conflict. I mean, already, if this is the start of your reading and this does not feel like it's you, then this may not be your pile. Okay, so maybe you need to go back to the beginning, because this is for someone who is battling with pain, breakup, loss, feeling like there's just drama, like they cannot, that they're in constant competition with other people. There's petty arguments happening, fighting, not working in harmony with people around them. Okay, so again, this is not your pile. You're not feeling depressed or low or sad or dealing with a loss or breakup, then this is definitely not your pile. Go back to the beginning and choose a new one. Okay, Spirit wants to know you will gain success again and victory again, and you will feel like you're on top of the world again. But at the moment, I do feel like you're investing in something that's just emotionally not fulfilling for you, and it's causing you to feel like I can't learn, I can't win, and it's again anxiety and depression. So this is a pile for someone who's really dealing with a lot of anxiety and depression. Maybe that's why it's that the angel wings have come to you, because the angels want you to know that they are actually giving you signs here. It's time for you to change. Okay, you either need to go and teach. If you're a teacher or wanted to be a teacher or studying teaching, then this is definitely your sign. Something to teaching or coaching, helping other people is what I'm getting for this pile. You might need a new job. It kind of feels like there's a lesson. Every painful situation does come with a lesson, okay? And you are definitely being given lessons. You may not want to hear it, you may not want to see it. You may be hanging on to something because you've invested so much time, energy, and effort into it. This could be a career path, this could be a job. You're going to get to some kind of clarity, some kind of truth, some kind of aha moment that's going to help you move past it, because the anxiety, the depression, it's going to start weighing you down to the point where you actually are going to become physically ill. Okay. Some of you're dealing with a player, with the charmer. Okay. Someone who's very passionate, someone who's very attractive, someone who's, got a youthful, fun energy, someone who's sweet and kind in some areas, but in other areas, not so much. And you would know this because this person can spend every day with you, every second of the day with you, and yet you still feel lonely. You still feel unheard. You still feel like you are not good enough. You always feel like you are fighting for their attention, even when they're with you. Because this person is, unfortunately, a charmer, okay? Some of you, not all of you. And you know this again because you feel depressed. You feel sad. You have anxiety, okay? And it's weighing you down. And you need to invest in yourself. There's no reversals in here, obviously, but I see this, and if I'm drawn to a card where the writing is upside down, I feel like Spirit wants me to discuss. So this is the Queen of Pentacles, and in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles is very bitter and jealous, and she is not willing. She's got no self-love, and so she hates everyone else, and she fights with people, and she's bitchy and things like that. Now, this could be a person you're dealing with as well. But again, it's because there's a lot of self-love lacking here. So if this is you, if you can be honest enough to say, well, this is me, I'm feeling insecure, and I fight with this person because I know this person's a player, then this is the sign from the angels that you're not investing in yourself. You're investing in someone who is not investing back. 444 is, if you see 444, you got 444 in your number, or your house is number 44, or you see 44 after this reading, then this is definitely your sign. Yeah, I feel like there is, again, so this one has got writing all over the place. So I wouldn't say that this one's reversed, but this person's not a leader, okay? I do feel like you need to see the detail. You need to be more, I don't know, I just feel like there's more about the detail. Let's get more cards, okay? For pile number 2, please, Spirit. Pile number 2. What's happening? Pile number 2. This is obviously a no. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. King of Swords. You need to cut to the truth, pile number 2. Honestly, it just feels like you know the truth, you don't want to see the truth. Okay, look at those dark clouds in the background. You got a tree that looks like it's about to be uplifted, okay? This king is the king of truths. He is the ideal person when if you want something analytical. He's an analytical king. He doesn't work with his heart, he works with his head. He's the scientist, he's the lawyer, he's the accountant, okay? You might need an analytical person to go to, okay? I feel like there's something very solid that will come in after something ends. So you have to go through an ending. And I feel like when you are at your wit's end, when you cannot survive any longer in a situation, when it's just unbearable, when you realize that you've invested so much time and energy and you're still no better off than what you were a year ago or 2 years ago. Yeah, oh, so there's a problem with the past. Okay, you may be asking if a person from the past is returning, and then the answer is no, okay? But the Six of Cups has come out reversed, and that tells me there's nostalgia, back to the better old days. Bottom of the deck, Death card, representing both Scorpio and transformation, endings. Things are dead, it's done, and it's coming up with the Three of Swords. It's painful, okay? Do not return to the past. It's time for you to move forward. You might have a lot of nostalgia of the past, but this is saying that the past is no longer there for you. It's no longer, it's only going to repeat the same cycles over and over and over again. It's over, it's done, it's causing you pain and hurt and heartache. Look again with those clouds. I kind of feel like you need an analytical person to sit you down. Maybe you need a psychologist, maybe you need a coach. I am a life coach, just FYI, but you know, you're needing someone who can analyze your situation from a non-emotional point of view, to tell you that maybe you're holding on to a past situation or a past person, or you're deeply missing something from the past. I don't know, I feel like the past is really relevant here. Someone's deeply nostalgic and they're living in the past, okay? And it's done. It needs to move forward. So the answer to your question, pile number 2, it is a no. Thank you and goodbye. Hello, pile number 3. I've got a mosquito flying around here. It's just, come on, move. Okay, pile number 3. And I've got a mosquito machine. Huh, interesting. So sorry. And it's also interesting because we've got this spider web. I'm trying to figure out, maybe you feel entangled in someone's web, or someone feels entangled in your web. That's very interesting. Maybe the web could be the answer to something you've been looking for. Maybe you need to look it up on the web. Very interesting. Okay, so let's get into reading. I feel like you are about to enter or start a passionate new love affair. Something that's going to change your life. You're about to have a new business idea, or just your whole life's about to change in some way or form. You feel a little bit balanced, or you're needing more balance. Maybe you need to balance up your budget a little bit more. Things have been very tight financially is what I'm actually getting here. You've done all you can, okay? Your hard work will pay off. The 3 of Wands is about your ships coming in. You may not see the ship straight away. You may be waiting for the ship to come. Just move on with your life and do other things. Get involved. Maybe start, something creative, or get involved in something else. The ship's coming. Okay, waiting is not going to bring it in any quicker. Okay, you're trying to ground your resources, or it's been very difficult because you're not socializing enough, or you're trying to hone in on a skill, but you kind of I'm getting a little bit of loneliness here, or financially maybe you don't have the money to socialize as much as you would want to. I do feel like something's coming in that will help support you in some way. I feel like it's the ship that's coming in. It's coming from, so it could be a charity organization that can help you. If you're not financially struggling, and you have got enough resources, you may want to give to charity in some way or form. Okay, this could be your sign. If you've been thinking about, what do I do with my money? I've got extra money, I've got time, I'm bored, I'm lonely. Then Spirit is saying to you that charity will help you, because it feeds the soul quite a lot. Okay, if you, on the other hand, been struggling with your money, holding on tight to every bit of your pennies, not having much, then don't worry. Spirit is saying somewhere along the line, some kind of financial support is coming in. Okay, could be a gift, a charity donation. It's something that can just help you, but you are learning, or still need to learn, even when this does come in, to just balance your budget. Give yourself a tight budget. Okay, don't go all loosey-goosey on everything. There may be some options coming up for you, some choices, having some indecisions, and there is something that you have to leave behind. There is something you're going to be, you may be splitting up with someone. It could be a job, like for example, getting a better job, or the interesting thing is there's a card missing from your pile, and it's the 9, and we've got 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups. The 9 is missing. That's interesting. Your wishes are missing, and so you are going to be walking away from a option, and one of these options is something that's not actually a wish fulfillment, and you're going to choose something. I kind of feel like, again, this entanglement in the web. There is someone in your environment, pile number 3, that has you entangled in their web, and they are not a wish fulfillment. The wish fulfillment card is what's missing in this situation. I'm going to pull cards, we will see. Emotional fulfillment. Now, interesting, I never put these cards up right or down, but if I see something, this card, family, love, emotional fulfillment, was reversed. Okay, so please be aware of someone in your life that is an option or a choice, someone, something. This could represent a job, a career, a friendship, family members, friends. Oh, I said friends, lovers. One of those groups, situations, it's time for you to leave and change directions. Okay. because this person or the situation has you entangled in their web. You are perhaps someone else's wish fulfillment, but they're not really yours. Emotionally, you need to leave in order to get your wish fulfillment. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. Now, this may be because this person doesn't know what they want, or the situation, or this job. There's something very stagnant about it. Like it feels like it's not doing anything. And you need something that's a lot more loyal, something that's slow, but it works in a long time. Okay, again, truth seeker. You've got to be the truth seeker in your situation, okay? And I kind of feel like you may need a coach or balance up your emotions in order to see things from a very logical perspective. Okay, so don't be too much in your logic and don't be too much in your emotions. I kind of feel like you need one of those lists, you know, if I stay, should I stay or should I go kind of list. And weigh up the pros and cons in a situation. I've got the Strength card here. So it could be a Leo for some of you. You may be moving towards a Leo, or this is the Leo that's in the situation. There's definitely a feeling left out, maybe feeling ignored or left out. Or maybe you just need to gather the strength to move on. There's something about infinity here. Number 8, infinity. Too many cards came out, a whole lot. But I am going to look through them. I'll look through them with you. Again, double confirmations when I get the same card twice. 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Again, look how some of these cups can be great. We've got sunshine and rainbows, but we've also got devils and, you know, illusions, fantasies, castles, wishes. You know, there's a whole lot of options. One of those options you need to leave. I kind of feel like it's an option of someone who, oh wow, double confirmation of Leo, by the way. You need to take a leap of faith. What I'm getting, so these 3 feel like they belong and these 3 feel like they belong. So it's interesting. So you see, I do take cards even when they feel like it's too many. Sometimes they mean something. This is telling me your happiness is in you taking a leap of faith into a new situation. And again, you will know that because your heart will tell you. You'll be looking, she's looking into the cup. The cup says she's looking into emotions. She's looking to her emotions to help her organize or decide or, you know, make a choice or a decision. In the middle of these is the Sun card, which is the happiest card in the deck. And it's the yes card. I mean, this is a yes pile as well. So yes, follow your heart, pile number 1. 3, sorry, pile number 3. Follow your heart, take a leap of faith into a new situation, okay? Because you may have held on to a situation and you feel pretty upset. Look at the look of this person's face. He has invested, he has put all his time, all of his energy, all of his thoughts into a situation where he's waiting so hard. This is the waiting for something to pay off, waiting for something to happen. But you're waiting for someone, but there's an illusion around someone who, this is the person or situation that you've been waiting on, that I feel like this person doesn't stick around for too long. Okay, it's a job, a company that, you know, the owner just keeps going bust, or things just financially keep going downhill, because this is an adventurer. He's passionate, he's fun, he's great laugh, he's great to have around if you're looking for a bit of a fling, but he's always looking for the better, for the other adventures that are out there. He's, you know, like the gypsy. He rides in, has a great time in one town for a short space of time, but he knows he's not going to stay. He knows he's going to get on that horse again and he's going to ride wildly into a new place or a new job or a new situation. Okay, so there is an illusion that's preventing you from actually having a wish fulfillment. It's something that's going to be missing from your life. You will not feel fulfilled in one of the options in your life. Okay, the other option is a new situation. Could be with a Leo, just putting it out there, or Leo season. Something about Leo season. Okay, that's all I can say to you. Thank you. Goodbye. Pile number 4 with the spade. So again, you may be digging for some kind of truth or digging up something. A spade is a spade. You may be dealing with someone where a spade is a spade. You know, someone might be coming to someone might be bringing you information that, you know, seems quite harsh. Spades in the cards are also that of air signs. So you could be dealing with an air sign, or you could be dealing with information from their brain, analytical information, or someone who's very analytical. Okay, maybe you are, or the person you're dealing with. Okay, right, pile number 4, you're looking for or wanting a new beginning that's an emotionally deep love concept, something. Okay, doesn't have to be love though. Can be something that just makes your heart swell with gratitude and joy and happiness. You've had to withdraw in order to see the truth of a situation. There's been some kind of truth that's revealed to you. Sometimes God puts you in situations where you can't do much with your life and you're frustrated and you're irritated, and it's because it's His time. And if you surrender to Him, you'll probably notice that He's probably teaching you some kind of lesson. Okay, especially if it's something that you refuse to see the truth in. Okay, so challenges are always there in your life for you to stop and think. Okay, somewhere in your life you're not seeing the truth, and sometimes those challenges that you are facing, or the frustrations that you are facing, is so that you stop and think. Okay, now I don't read reversals, but sometimes I will go right past a card, not even notice it. Sometimes it stops on a card, and the 3 of Pentacles is reversed, telling me that you're not focusing enough on the work that you need to do somewhere. Okay, there is teamwork that is needed, and you're either not working as a part of the team, or there's someone in your team that's not working on you. There's some kind of collaboration or honing in on your skills. So there could be someone around you that's not part of your team, and you don't want to see it, that this person's not working in collaboration with you, okay, and your goals and your desires. This person is sabotaging everything that you're working so hard for, and you may be not wanting to see what has to happen here. But I kind of feel like soon enough, or when you do eventually see it, you'll start to realize that there's a gateway opening up, and there's celebration. You'll find stability. It might have to do something in your home. There might be something negative in your home, a negative person or a negative entity or a negative something that's stopping you in your home. You might need to cleanse your home a couple of times, just in case. It could be a marriage, could be a relationship. It's bringing, and you'll know this because you're feeling quite a lot of grief or sadness. You can feel that this person's not on your team. There could be a lot of nostalgia as well, thinking back to the past, thinking back to your childhood, thinking back to the better days, the happier days, old friends, old lovers. There's something about the past that might make you feel a little bit sad or emotionally low. You need to stand up for yourself, or you need to, but be careful about being too defensive, because sometimes you can push back even the people that want to be there for you. So defend yourself, stand up for yourself, but don't be too defensive that you push back people who are trying to help you, especially when it comes to someone else that you're dealing with who also may be pushing back. This person may be very defensive. You're very trapped in your emotions. You can't see plain sight, but the Spirit wants you to know, I mean, the card of that, the 8 of Swords, is that of, there's a community around you. You don't see what's being offered to you because you feel tied and bound to a certain situation, but that's a false situation. It's just your fear that prevents you from going after what you are wanting. You need to find some kind of emotional stability where you are either giving more to yourself, or you're needing to become more independent from a situation. Independence takes time, financial independence especially, but also emotional independence. If you are constantly in codependent situations, you're going to constantly be in codependent situations. So when you can emotionally disconnect from someone and feel safer, 444, you chose pile number 4, interesting, then I kind of feel like you will start to feel a lot better, because the more you invest in yourself, the more you see what you deserve, and then you will choose what's more in alignment with you. Because I do feel like there is some kind of ending coming. But the endings bring about new beginnings. That's the good news. I do feel like someone, I don't know, again, there's this watching things, or again, there's this needing to dig up information. You might get information from someone, or you may even hear some kind of gossip. Take note of the gossip, not to say get involved in the gossip. Take note of what people are saying. Because I feel like there's some kind of truth, the spade, the truth, digging for truth. There's going to be gossip, and in that gossip, there's some kind of truth. So again, let's not get involved in the gossip, not gossip with other people, but listen to the gossip, because in there's some kind of truth, and it might help you. Don't know who that's for, but someone needs to hear that. Again, self-love, self-compassion, having compassion for other people, but mostly for yourself is what I'm really getting here. And that's going to help you with your stability. That's going to help you with becoming more abundant or becoming more stable in your life. You may need a mentor or a business coach for some, especially if you like or love, you may be a hard worker and do a lot of hard work and stuff, but emotionally, I feel like is where you need to work on your heart chakra. Okay, so this is a yes, though. It is a yes to whatever your question is. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say. Right, so you see, missing on an opportunity. So a situation you feel like you've missed out on. And this, I feel like, has something to do with nostalgia. So there was something you wanted, maybe as a child you wanted to be a certain thing in your life and you chose a totally different career. And now you're looking back, because there's the Four of Cups upright is, I'm not even interested in the options in front of me, even if one of them is divinely guided. This is something that's past, it's gone. So it's an opportunity that you once most possibly could have had, and you chose not to take it, or you chose not to do it, and now you are looking back. Queen of Cups in reverse. So I love it when I get double confirmation. So double confirmation, double Queen of Cups tells me there's no self-love. The Queen of Cups in reverse is someone who's manipulative. She is emotionally unstable. So this is either you or someone you're dealing with. This person's emotionally unstable. They're full of jealousy. They're full of rage. They're full of upsets because they got no self-love. And so they take it out on everyone else. Okay. Double Nine of Pentacles. You need to become more emotionally stable. This woman takes a long time. I mean, financial independence does take its time, but look how she loves her life. She has her castle in the background. Grapes represent fertility. Her life is very fertile. It's very abundant. She could be, there's a winery, so wineries make money. She's got, she's this is rich clothing and jewelry. So she's very financially stable. She's quite happy in her life. Nowhere do you see children or do you see a husband, and not to say she doesn't have them, but that's not what her life consists of. She does what makes her happy. And when you are willing to do that, pile number 4, you will gain what it is, the stability and stuff that you are looking for, okay? Even if it does mean moving away from difficult people or difficult situations, it just does feel like you do need to stand up for yourself or stand your ground, and you need to move on from situations where you feel quite down and depressed about, okay? But it is a yes to whatever the question that you were asking. Thank you. Comment, like, and subscribe, and goodbye.